Welcome to the Geek Easy. Sit back, grab a libation of your choice, and relax, 'cause it's time to do some geek stuff in the Geek Easy. Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Grab yourself a beverage of your choice, because today we will be reviewing the Batman by Jeph Loeb and Tim Sale. This covers Batman Haunted Night, Batman The Long Halloween, Batman Dark Victory, and Catwoman When in Rome. Price point on this is $99.99, so it's $1. I'm not sure how many pages. It's got a few. So this collects the seminal works of The Long Halloween and Jeph Loeb and Tim Sale. I'd read, I think, the first three in trades. I had not read When in Rome. So I just, I saw this was on sale, I think, and I bought it just to get it in all in one. And I think I got rid of my other copies. And I have to tell you, this is, it was a great read before. But one thing that made it even better for me was not having to, to switch out. You could just, that's why I'm, we're pretty much trying to end going with floppies and just maybe doing trades or omnibus. Well, it's not the only reason. Some of the big two these days, stuff kind of starting to suck. So I'm getting away from floppies on those anyway. But things like this, you can just ding, 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 right through. And there's also little bits of extras in there. There's always, artwork, pieces of art, behind the scenes type of stuff. Like this. You have, an interview with some of the creators, background information, their thoughts on this, or what led to them doing this, which is always kind of fun to get your hands on if you're into that type of stuff, which I am. It's one of the reasons I get these, still have my Blu-rays and stuff like that, is they always have the behind the scenes stuff, which I find probably sometimes more interesting than the movie itself. But for those of you who haven't read excuse me, The Long Halloween, it is basically year 2. I don't know if it's an official sequel to Batman Year 1, but this is, kind of like year 2, and you have somebody who is every holiday for a year, starting on Halloween, a member of a crime family is murdered in a very specific way, with like a 22 with the little nipple on the bottle used as a silencer, And it is Batman, Commissioner Gordon, and in the beginning at Harvey Dent, trying to figure out who the holiday killer is. They think it's Calendar Man. They think it's this, that, the Joker, all these different people, and so it takes place over a year, or maybe a little over a year plus. And then they go to, they figure it out. And then in the second one, it's, they have the Hangman Killer, where it starts out with all these cops being killed. All of them had a connection to Harvey Dent. And there's these, they call them the Hangman Killings because they're hung, and there's also the old game of Hangman where, and so you have a picture of the guy being hung and most of these words filled out with just a couple of missing letters, and you solve it and you get the clues, and it points out who the person, it eventually shows you who, you figure out who the killer is. And this one, it also touches on how it was a Robin. Dick becomes Robin. And then the third one, When in Rome, is Selena Kyle going to Rome to try and figure out, or to try and get proof as to who her father is. And this one isn't as long as the other ones. It just takes place sort of over the way it's done. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But it does take place over a few weeks. And it does bear a connection back to the original stories. Very, very well crafted story. Really interesting read. It keeps you guessing, because none of this stuff is obvious. So it's a very well crafted mystery. Grabs your attention, keeps it going. But the only thing I don't like really is the art is a little too stylized. I mean, people love Tim Sale's art. And I have a friend of mine who just he wants to get his hands on everything drawn by Tim Sale. And, great, if you love it, more power to you. I don't enjoy it as much as other people's, but so I find it just a tad distracting. Not much. So that does lower it a little bit in my enjoyment. But, this book is so good that it being lowered just a little bit still keeps it in the exceptional range. I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5 and just say these books deserve the accolades that it gets. It deserves the attention that it gets as some of the greatest Batman stories told. And I really think if you love Batman, if you enjoy really good Batman stuff, you need to get this book, whether it's or these books, whether it's trades, whether it's the omnibus, whatever. Get it, read it, you'll enjoy the hell out of it. Anyway, let me know in the comments below, whether you have read it, or all of them, or not, and let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, and most of all, enjoy your comic.